What's up, guys? It's Deshaun. I am back with another video. Now that I think about it, it's been a while since I made a talking head video, so I'm still here, so it is what it is. About 4 or 5 months ago, I emailed Blackmagic Design hoping to get my hands on the cinema camera 6K full frame. They basically told me that they didn't know who I was, try again when you have more followers, things along those lines. And I was like, okay, fine, I guess. I'm planning on buying the camera anyway. So that actually sparked a 15-year Kendrick life beef with Blackmagic. So yeah, I'm not talking about Blackmagic anymore. No, I'm totally kidding. Anyways, so I got my hands on the 6K full frame with that $1,000 off, 40% off sale that was going on. And I love the camera. I really do. I like it a lot. I was saving for the Pixis. Then this price drop happened. Then circumstances, my wallet was like, take the win when you can. So I listened to my wallet. My wallet was listening to my heart, and we all happy. So I'm gonna go grab the camera and I'll be right back. Okay, here it is. I don't have a name for her yet, but she's a beauty. I am running a variable ND filter, the Mikey ND filter, the PO mount version, as you can see, because this is a cinema lens. This is the dual lens APO Mini Prime. This is the 43 millimeter. I also own the 31 millimeter and hope to get the 21 millimeter soon. I don't really like the pre-order process with the lenses, to be completely honest. So I'm gonna just wait until it's on B&H, to be completely honest. But other than that, these are beautiful lenses matched with a beautiful camera and beautiful sensor. And I just have a few takeaways before I get out of here. First of all, number one thing, this camera is not as bad as anyone on the internet is making it seem. Every camera has its quirks. Every camera has its down trot the down what is the word, downside. Yes, every camera has their own downsides. My Sony fx30 that I'm filming on right now has its ups and downs, so this camera is going to have its own. I'm the type of person where, if I believe that if you understand the camera that you have, you can if you really know the camera that you own, you'll be fine. And I know that this camera isn't the best in low light. I know that the camera is pretty noisy at the the second base high ISO. It's similar to the FX30. If using the FX30 past 3200 is not going to do you well. Maybe 64 sometimes, depending on the scenario. Same thing with the with this Blackmagic camera, 3200 or less. I've started to incorporate bringing lights to weddings now, so I'm not necessarily as too hung up on the fact that it's not the best in low light. I do plan to do some narrative stuff with this as well. And if I'm lighting the scene, I'm gonna be fine. So I just really think if you know the camera, you'll be fine. I do wish that there was autofocus. I mean, who doesn't? I do wish that there was an H.264, H.265 codec in this camera. I'm not necessarily really bummed that there isn't ProRes, but I understand people who use ProRes a lot. I don't really like ProRes that much, to be completely honest. So an H.264, 65 codec would be really nice to have in this, especially as a wedding shooter. You're shooting a lot of footage, so shooting 8:1, 12:1, you're still gonna. That's still a lot. That's still a lot of data to chew through. So other than that, the only things I can really think of is the form factor is not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I have used Blackmagic cameras, I think maybe like a handful of times, more than once. But I like the fact that the L mount makes the snoot a little not as pronounced as like the 6K Pro and the previous cameras. So I like the fact that the L mount makes it not as like protruding, if that makes sense. So I really do honestly think, even though these XLRs are mini, I like the fact that they are on the camera, because to be completely honest, I wish my FX30 had them on the body itself, because I don't necessarily like running the top handle a lot. I wish I could just plug into the side, and I love that about this camera. HDMI is cool. Everything else is good. That's all I have that I can think of at the moment. I made notes, but I don't feel like getting them. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I really think if you are a beginning cinematographer like me, that you should absolutely consider this camera. If not, the FX30 is also a great choice. I love this camera, and I'm gonna continue to use both of them because I really feel like I just got lucky with being able to own two of the cheapest now, basically the same price for what I paid for this and what I paid for that. Cinema cameras you can own. If you're in, if you're up in the air about which one, sorry, it is starting to pour down, raining, and yeah. But whether it is the 6K cinema camera, the Sony FX30, or any other camera, just get out there, go shoot, have fun, and make stuff, I guess. I'm out.